If you've ever wondered why native peoples are often a lot happier than people in modern society, and you'd like to touch a little bit of their wisdom, keep watching. Because I've got a little story from Native American culture, the Anasazi people in particular, that I think you might find interesting. By the way, I'm Michael Ravenwood, and I'm an empowerment coach that throws real lightning bolts. So if you're ever tired of the life that you're living, and you'd like to completely transform your experience in 90 days, use the link in the bio or reach out to me. Now the story I'm going to share is that of a boy and his grandfather. They were sitting around the campfire, and the boy was explaining to his grandfather all the things that were going wrong in his life. After listening patiently for a while, the grandfather turned to the boy and said, "I need to tell you something." He said, "There is a war going on within me. On one side, there is an evil wolf, and he is often angry or jealous or greedy or lazy. And there is another wolf within me, who is good and noble and kind and generous and loving and compassionate." And then he looked at the boy and he said, "The same war is going on within you and within all people." Filled with wonder, the boy was naturally anxious and said, "Grandfather, who wins this war?" And grandfather said, "The one that you feed." Now there are a couple things about this story that can help us understand how to better live our lives. If you dwell on negative thoughts, if you focus on what's going on around you and complain, or you create criticism in your mind of those around you or yourself, then you're feeding that negativity, and that negativity will come to surround you. Whereas if you look for opportunities to compliment people, or to find out what's going right, or look for the ways that you can help, then you're going to feed your positivity. Now they didn't need any scientific laboratories to figure that out, nor do we need them to determine in our own lives what it is that we need to do to live an inspired existence. Another element that's really important is the power of story. If you tell a child something like, "It's really important to be compassionate, and it's very nice to be humble," they might not have a reference for those things or understand them very well. But if you tell them a story, if you get them emotionally involved, and you get them to visualize that there might be some energy that they're feeding with their mind, then they can learn how to change their behavior in a way that they might not otherwise. There are all kinds of things that they discovered in ancient cultures about how to live an inspired life. And a lot of these perspectives allow people to be happy even though they have very little materially. So I encourage you to read some stories written by indigenous peoples and explore their wisdom. And if they have an event in your area, reach out and connect with them. It's an important act to preserve their wisdom by embodying yourself and reaching out and connecting with those people who still exist in those cultures. If you found anything in this video inspiring, or you'd like to explore other ways that the wisdom of ancient traditions might influence your life in a positive way, use the link in the bio or message me.